Welcome to the Context Machine, episode number 684. That is something I think, and I'm Bryan Chaffin.
I think you're Bryan Chaffin as well. And I'm pretty sure I'm Jeff Gamet. And I'm also sure that you should check us out on our online home, contextmachine.io.
You can use contextmachine.io to reach out to us, or you can find us on Mastodon at Context Machine. Have you still been posting our episodes to Mastodon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say that, and I better double check and make sure the automated system I set up to do that is actually still doing it.
Okay, that's good. I post by hand to Blue Sky at
like
Context
an
Machine.
Animal.
At contextmachine.bsky.social. But whatever.
Like an animal.
Yeah. You're lying.
Hey. Yeah. Wait, my turn. Oh, yes, it's my turn. Top men. And by the way, everyone, today's episode is sponsored by Zigo, and I'm looking forward to telling you very soon how you can use their Bezigo Iris to reduce the mosquitoes that are threatening to just leave your body lumpy and itchy.
This summer
and every summer.
Excellent. We will tell you more about them later in the show. And in the meanwhile, we're going to jump straight to you. You're going somewhere tomorrow, aren't you? I mean, like, I feel like we are lucky to have you today.
Actually, yeah, you really are. And I'm not saying that in the arrogant, boy, you sure are lucky way, but in the holy crap, where'd we fit the time in for this kind of way? Yeah, tomorrow, as we record, I am off to the airport and then heading to Chicago and then up to Crystal Lake for MacStock 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep. I'm speaking again this year, and I am talking about the things that you can do that you might not have already thought of to help protect your information and privacy online.
Cool. That's good. I've gotten a sneak peek at your deck. It's really cool.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. And hey, Bryan, just in case we have any procrastinators that are also listeners and are planning on being in the area of MacStock end of this week, I have a discount code, JGAMET, $50 off your pass.
Yeah, and MacStock is really fun. The presentations are great. The sense of community is great, and yeah, people, anyone in the area should absolutely go.
And a lot of people who are not in the area go. As a matter of fact, Martine, shout out to you. He flies all the way from Europe every year to come to MacStock.
Nice.
Super cool.
And you're flying from Colorado. Dave flies usually directly from New Hampshire, unless he's somewhere else the week before.
Unless he's somewhere else, yes, and and I know there's people that fly in from all over the United States, and clearly from outside the United States as well.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Okay. Well, so that is MacStock, and
almost. I need to tell everyone I'm bringing Context Machine stickers with me.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that that I have stickers with me the whole weekend. So
are these the ones that I spent like 3 days last week signing?
I already sold all those.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was amazed at how many quarters I got from kids around the neighborhood.
right, no notes. Listen, let's our first major topic today is Murderbot is too damn short.
Okay. Excellent. No notes. Next.
No, seriously. So Murderbot, the show, the first season is pretty much almost over. I think this week is episode 10. And I believe that it's a 10 episode season. But the episodes are too short, man. I feel like I've been ripped off, and I feel completely unsatiated at the end of each one.
I hadn't articulated what was bothering me about the show because I'm really enjoying it.
I am too.
And when you started complaining about how short the episodes are, that's when it clicked for me. Yeah, the episodes are too short. And the funny thing is, you'd think I would have been able to put that together in my head because every episode, I'm like, God, I wish it was longer.
Yeah. So
I don't know what that says about me, but it's probably not good.
That's fair. I have a pet theory on why they're so short. So first of all, this show is based on essentially a novella. The novella has since been expanded into multiple volumes. So there are additional novels, and many of them, I think most of them are longer. I've only read the first one, but I do know that they get longer as they go. And it is a short body of work that this first season is based on. So from that standpoint, it may be that they just felt like they, well, okay. So let me actually explain the rest of my theory. Okay. I'm wondering if this is Apple getting around the no 6 episode seasons agreement that came out of the last writer strike.
Okay. And that relates to doing the writer room workshops or mini writer rooms.
Mini writer rooms. Mini writer rooms were basically where writers would be brought in for like literally 2 weeks to hash out a 6 episode season, and then they're let go. And any additional changes would be handled by the producer or the producer with writer credit. And writers were hating it because it basically made their lives unsustainable, because they would basically feast for 2 weeks and then who knows how long it'll be before they get another gig. So the idea being that with 8 or 10 episode seasons, that the writers have to be kept on for a longer period of time, and the writers felt that was more sustainable, and essentially all the streamers and broadcasters agreed. So I'm wondering if Apple said, well, maybe the producer said, we only need like 5 episodes to tell a story. And Apple's like, well, we can't do 5 episode shows. We basically have to do 8 to 10 episode shows. And so either Apple or the writers or the executive producers said, well, why don't we just divide each one of these puppies in half and just do 10 30-minute episodes. And by 30 minutes, really, I mean 20 to 22 episodes, to 20 to 22-minute episodes. So I don't know if it was forced on them by the circumstances of that agreement, or if this is Apple trying to work around the agreement. But either way, it doesn't work. They're too short.
Yeah, they do feel too short. Yeah.
I absolutely wish that I had waited until the show was finished and binged it. Or binged it, and even, I'd probably watch 2 to 4 episodes a night.
that would fit my my popcorn consumption speed a lot better, because at a 25 minute episode, I probably haven't finished my popcorn by the time the credits are rolling.
Yeah. Right. But the show is good.
You're right. They're too short.
It's the show is fun. It's good. The actors, it is brilliantly cast. The actors that play the misfits that the Murderbot is protecting, they are brilliant in their roles. The effects are excellent. The sets are excellent. Skarsgård, as I forget which Skarsgård it is. Which Skarsgård plays Murderbot?
I can't even remember which Skarsgård it is. But they're all over all the media now.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Okay.
He's terrific in the role. He's terrific in the narration. The cuts to this is I don't know. This might be a spoiler. I don't think so. But the cuts to the imaginary show that the Murderbot is obsessed with, those cuts are great. They're just it is a great show, but the episodes are too short. It's very frustrating. I feel like empty.
Yeah. You get all into it, and you're ready for more, and then the credits roll.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's a fine spot for a commercial break.
and you're right, it is. Yeah. And you're right. There should be more in each episode. I'm wondering if it is a thing where they needed it to be longer than 5, so that they just figured out how to write them as half-length episodes.
Yeah. And again, is that because Apple was looking for a way to make it cheaper, or was everybody working to take a short source material the piece and turn it into an 8 to 10 episode series? I don't know, and I haven't been able. I have found many people online complaining about the short episodes, but I haven't seen any real discussion on why. Haven't seen any sourced. Haven't found any sourced stories about Apple forcing this, or if either one of my theories being discussed. I haven't found anything about that.
Yeah, and you've actually done more digging into that than I have, but I haven't found anything either.
Right, but the series is good, and if you haven't started it yet, you might. Tomorrow, I think the 10th episode will be released, and you can binge it to your heart's content if you want. And I do recommend it, despite my petty whining.
Yeah. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to watch it when it drops tomorrow, because tomorrow is my travel day to Macstock.
Yeah.
Did you know I'm going to Macstock?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, great.
What if I want to go? Do you have any kind of discount code for me?
I do. Yeah, Brian, if you want to show up, use the discount code JGAM, and you get $50 off of your 3-day pass.
That's interesting. So I do have one more minor complaint. They're changing the book up a little bit, and I don't see why. That's my I got a spoiler Jeff thing.
Well done. Very well done. There's a spot in last week's episode where I wasn't sure how they were going to be able to fit everything in that they needed to to do what happens in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a different thing. And so what they ended up doing, well, actually, now that I think about it, maybe that's just coming in the next episode,
right?
But it sure felt like they just did something different in place of the one scene that I was curious about.
And to be clear, the things that they have changed have not made the story worse. I just don't see why they felt the need to change it. Really, the things that really make me tense are changes that make the story worse.
Yeah, I don't feel it's worse.
No, it's a good show, and also Murderbot is a good book, but it's not the Game of Thrones. It's not the Lord of the Rings. It's never going to be a classic. It's a fun, light sci-fi read. Super fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I just came up with a hypothesis on why they've changed some things. What if they changed some things so they could pad out some of the stuff that they're doing?
Well, I thought about that, except for it doesn't seem to be resulting in any kind of padding.
Oh, all right. Well, that's why it's just a hypothesis.
All right. Why don't you tell us about Zico?
Oh, actually, I think I would love to do that. So, Brian, it is summertime, which means that it is mosquito season. I experienced this in a big way a few days ago when I went to an outdoor theater production in the evening and came home with a bunch of mosquito bites. And then when I got home, my first thought was, finally, I'm out of mosquito territory, and there were some in my place. And that's where Bezigo Iris comes in, because it's your smart mosquito detector. It uses AI in this little box, and it scans it all the time inside your place. And when a mosquito lands, it puts a little red laser dot right where the mosquito is, so that you can do whatever it is that you do to extract mosquitoes. And it's just kind of cool the way it works. So what it does is it uses cutting edge technology, uses computer vision and AI to detect and track and pinpoint mosquitoes in real time. So there's no more guessing, no more swatting at thin air. It's just a simple, precise way to finally take control of your space and get rid of those mosquitoes. And hey, if you want, you can even get real-time notifications from the Bezigo app, so you can know when a mosquito lands, even if you're not in the room. So here's what you need to do: stop losing sleep over mosquitoes and take back your nights with Bezigo. Go to bezigo.com/discount/buzz10. So that's BUZZ10. And give that to you again, bzigo.com/discount/buzz10. Use the code buzz10 and get 10% off today. And you can say goodbye to those itchy bites, sleepless nights. And hey, thank you, Bezigo, for being our sponsor.
Thank you, Ichabod, too.
Oh, yeah. See, Ichabod's excited about Bezigo as well.
He is. Yes, he is. So I also wanted to talk about another TV show today. It's called
cool.
Department Q on Netflix. Have you seen it?
I haven't even heard of it at all.
Interesting. Well, it is. It may have just dropped. Actually, that may be why I watched it, but I ended up binging it over 2 or 3 days. It is a Scottish police mystery.
Okay.
And
like a police procedural
kind of show? Well, not that. That's why I call it a police mystery. It's a mystery that the police are trying to solve. I would not call it a procedural.
Okay. I'm more interested already.
That's fair. Basically, there are two cases, one of them involving the lead character, and a case that he's a police detective, and he ends up being essentially assigned to solve a cold case from 4 years ago. And they basically unravel both of those cases over the preceding 8 episodes.
Cool. Okay.
Not preceding over the following 8 episodes. They work that out. Now, it is dark. It is. Okay. There's a little bit of violence in it, but it's not overly violent. But it is definitely a dark and sometimes even kind of bleak thing. It is very, very Scottish, and that's an interesting aspect, because it turns out that the book is a Scandinavian book.
Oh, okay.
So it's one of there have been a lot of Scandinavian books that have been made into television and movie content over the last several years, and there's been like a renaissance of some sort in Scandinavian literature. I did what I did with Slow Horses. Mm-hmm. I watched the first episode. I immediately looked up to see if there was a book. There was. Went back and finished the first season, and then I bought the book, and then I started reading the book, and then I returned the book because.
So is this like a normal process for you?
Nope.
Read it and then return it.
I've never returned a book ever.
So that bad of a book?
It's not that it's that bad of a book. It's that bad of a translation.
Oh, okay.
So translations are weird, because translations have to, the translator has to be really good with 2 different languages and be able to write, because it's not a matter of, or it's seldom a matter of being able to just put the words exactly. Like,
right. Well, yeah. You also have to translate the meaning.
Yes.
The intent, not just the words.
Yes. And you have to translate the meaning and the words and have that make sense in the new language concept, which that was awkwardly said, because apparently
because it was a translation.
It was yeah. Thank you. So can I read a sample? I don't know how this will sound.
Yeah, read it. Let's see what happens.
Quote: "Do our job," he snarled. "You'd better watch that smarmy suburban mug of yours before you get too full of yourself, pal. Get it?" We're like, no one says "get it" there. Get it?
Get it?
Yeah. He tightened his grip on the man's collar, and the doctor started to look frantic. "When your daughter doesn't come home at 10 o'clock, we're the ones who go out looking for her. And when your wife is raped, or your beige colored BMW is missing from the parking lot, we're the ones you call. We show up every time, even if it's only to offer consolation." Which, again, that's not how an American or English or Scottish cop would say it. And then he says, "Get it, you leaphole." It's awkward. It's weird. And there were so many of these things that they would just yank me up out of the story every time. So for the first time ever, I returned the book.
Wow. But the series is good.
The TV series is great. And the funny thing is, I totally bought it as a Scottish show. I was shocked to realize that it was a Danish show. A Danish book. And I went looking for information on, did the Danish author write this in English, or was it translated? And I couldn't find anything on that. But I am assuming it's a translation. It's just too awkward. But it is a great show. And also, they didn't even change a lot of the names. And it just, I bought them as being not Scottish, but they're being Scandinavian influence on the area. So anyway, it's weird. This show felt so Scottish and it looked so Scottish, and I thought it was terrific. But it turns out it's a Scandinavian book, a Danish book in particular, and the show is great.
That's awesome. All right. Well, Department Q is now on my my watch list.
Right. It's on Netflix. So I'm assuming that they will probably buy another season or two and then cancel it, because that's what Netflix does. And
Netflix's thing is they get increasing viewership through 2 seasons on a show, and then it levels off or starts to decline. And unless they continue to increase subscriptions and viewers for a series, it's not going to continue on, which is why Netflix does 2 seasons and kills it, whatever it is.
Right. I'm hoping that eventually starts biting them in the butt, and that people won't invest in shows because they do that. Because I would like to see that behavior stop, says the guy who just watched
me too.
The first season of a show.
Yeah. Well, doesn't mean that you can't want to see more than 2 seasons.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, it is a good show. It's probably even a great show. The lead character is just, he's so terrific. The supporting characters are also the 2 main supporting characters are also just terrific and a delight, and wonderful. And the rest of the characters, there's a little bit of, there's like 2 young peripheral detectives who have like real Gen Z haircuts. And a friend of mine was like really whining about the wacky haircuts. He was asking if everyone in Scotland has wacky haircuts. But anyway, whatever.
The Gen Z people.
Apparently just the Gen Z people. And, fine, whatever. They brought in a couple of young people to try to bring in young people. I don't know, whatever. That was a minor thing. And the show is great. I wish I could watch it for the first time.
The show was great. Get it? I knew you'd catch up on that. Yeah. All I had to do was wait.
Eventually. So if anyone has read the book, there are 10 books out, by the way. So there's plenty of material for them to eventually abandon. And if anyone has read more of the books, please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong about them and they get better or whatever. And if you've read them in Danish, you could please let me know what you thought.
A thing you could do, and I know this is kind of crazy. You could go to the library and see if they have the books at the library and take a look. And like if the next book or 2 looks like it's translated better, just check them out.
Yeah, I could do that. That's fair. I've been doing kind of a weird thing at the house. I've been looking to cut back on the amount of money I was spending on food. I was doing a little bit too much DoorDash and such. And so I started, this is kind of complicated. I started eating the food that I've bought.
Sometimes it's like I don't even know who you are.
Like the food in the freezer, the food in the pantry. Yeah, I started preparing that and eating it. It's been kind of amazing. It definitely cheaper than not. So yeah, that's my big adventure lately.
That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
And who would have thought? I've been to the grocery store. I have food in my house. Maybe I should eat that food.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would have ever put that chain of thoughts together like that.
Exactly. It's cuckoo bananas, but
you're revolutionary, Bryan.
Yeah, I should eat those bananas. Huh.
You should eat those bananas. Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't have problems eating my bananas. But anyway, whatever. That's been my adventure, and this is my way of pointing out that your suggestion to use the library is an excellent one, and that I am embarrassed that I didn't think of that. And we should support our libraries.
We really should. Yeah. Yeah.
And you should ask them to carry my book.
Yeah.
I've had a few libraries buy it, and I'm sure that came from friends or family or possibly fans that are not otherwise friends and family. I'm sure that it's come from requests.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it is. And that includes the audiobook for King Liam, which is, I could not make that one free because of Amazon's audiobook company, ACX. They insisted that it be priced at money. But if your library gets it, and you can check it out for free. So yeah, just whatever.
That's super cool.
And they're not translated.
Right. They are in the native English.
Yes. Native English.
The universal language, apparently.
Apparently. Yes.
Of all space and sci-fi shows.
Yeah, that's just a sign to go. That is this week's Context Machine. If you have anything to comment on, add, or question, you can write us at contextmachinepodcast@gmail.com. Our bandwidth is provided by Cashfly. The bass is by Dr. Boom, recorded just for this show. And Jeff, that's it for this week.
It's almost all of it, because I still want to say, hey, thank you, Bazigo, for being our sponsor. And go get your Bazigo Iris at bazigo.com/discount/buzz10. 10% off. Thank you, Bazigo.
Indeed. Thank you, Bazigo. And on that note, buzz.